Good morning and welcome to Spotlight on Prescott, your best source for Prescott area news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Proudly brought to you by the Rockstar Group at West USA Realty of Prescott and featuring Josh Rice, Kellen Hoskins, and Edward Tucker. So grab your coffee, get ready to start the weekend early. It's time for Spotlight on Prescott.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Spotlight on Prescott.
Time for the news.
The news right away.
Time for
hey,
the
we're
news.
live from the Prescott Gateway Mall in Prescott, Arizona. Welcome. This is our Thursday morning
It's a
show,
thing.
and we're live.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Can't stress that enough. We're live,
It
right?
is
Yes.
live.
Yeah. How you doing, guys?
Awake or not awake?
Yeah.
It's live.
How's it going, Tucker?
It's going well, Josh. How are you?
Good. Excellent. Good week.
Yes.
So far.
Yeah.
How you doing?
It's been a week.
Couple of speed bumps in my week, but other than that, it's been okay.
Right on.
Fair enough.
Doing all right.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
It's been a fun week. School's back in session.
Yes, it is.
So
It is a
please, if you're driving out there, watch out for youngsters running around.
And that little thing that folds out of the side of the school bus that says stop.
That means
Please do
stop.
that.
Stop.
Yeah. Oh,
And school bus drivers, watch out for cars.
Yes.
and you can't. You
Also
also
that.
you also
just-
have to look out
just
for
saying.
parents,
Yes.
Yes.
because sometimes driving
We're tired.
with kids trying to get places and
Well, I was telling you guys, I dropped my kid off at the high school, and there's new high school parents.
yeah.
For the new freshman kids, there's also freshman parents.
Yeah, they do a
And
freshman
so it's just-
student orientation, but they don't really give you a run through on
pick up and drop off.
pick
For
up and
parents.
drop off lanes
Yeah.
for the parents.
Like what you're supposed to do, how the lanes work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
And no school prepares for this. The
Yeah.
first day of school, every kid's getting dropped off.
Right.
I mean,
It's nuts. I was like, I'm excited for this next week,
If you
where
stick-
things kind of slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
and the newness.
yeah. If you stick your kids on a bus the first day of school, I mean, there's parents that do. And
Yeah.
Right. No shade.
Right.
No shade.
But
They're
respect
busy
to those
people.
parents,
Right.
'cause, you made it a little bit
they
easier
get it.
for me to get my kid to school.
I think they're the ones who actually know what they're doing.
They do. Yeah.
Right.
They're just like,
They're
I'm not
they're
getting in that
experienced.
thing.
No.
The big yellow bus.
Right.
Hop on it. It takes you where
Way
you
smarter
need to go.
Yeah.
than me, apparently,
Yeah.
and my wife. My wife took the kids to school this morning. Today was their first day that they go to Prescott school. So
Yeah.
I know Prescott Valley, and I'm not
It's
sure. was
starting
Chino
on a
in school
Thursday.
earlier.
Chino started yesterday.
Okay, so
for
I know Prescott Valley started Monday.
Monday. I was like, you guys are starting on like Wednesdays and
Chino
Thursdays,
started
and I'm
Wednesday.
like,
Prescott starts
Cool.
on Thursday.
which I do remember from going to Prescott. Like you're like, hey, cool, you have your orientation days, then you have the weekend,
Yeah,
and
so,
then like start
and
heavy
then-
Monday.
so literally
Welcome to
2
hell.
days of school,
Right.
and then have 2 days off.
then they get
Yeah.
schooled.
And actually, and then what's great is tomorrow is their early release day.
Oh, okay.
So they go to school for
Like a day,
For like a half day.
day and a
until like
half.
1 o'clock, I think, or something.
All right.
Fair enough.
Chino kids don't go to school on Fridays in general.
Okay, so they go 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And so, but my kid's school doesn't start until the 15th, 16th.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
So
Well, and we've had school's been going on, and then I know for us, like youth sports, like youth football's been going on.
we've been
Yeah.
already
Doing it for the
running
last
hard with that.
month. It seems like, yeah.
Yeah, I think once your kids get to high school, sports don't
Right.
stop.
Right.
They just go.
Mm-hmm.
They just go. And then I do coach a little bit, so that puts me
A
out
little
there.
bit?
Hello.
A lot. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Is that like, listen, you're okay?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Like I coach a little bit.
No,
Yeah, I
but,
coach a
but
little
it's great. It's great to be able to do that, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, so the kids have been busy for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, my older son, he does jujitsu 5 days a week, and that doesn't stop for the summer. So
Yeah.
we've been just going with that. Actually started taking one of the adult classes recently, which thoroughly kicks my ass.
Yeah.
Remember, we're live.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I,
You were allowed to say that,
that's
right?
a three-letter word.
Three-letter words.
It's the-
Okay,
It's the
all right.
four-letter
Those are
words that
different.
we got to be careful with.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. So, how is everybody doing out there? Facebook, YouTube land.
If you got something to say, we are monitoring the stream
Yeah.
here. So if you got something you want to chime in with, feel free to leave us a comment, and we'll we'll do our best.
Yeah, we'll do our best to respond. We're kind of trying to monitor the comments, of course.
So let's talk about the weather.
Yeah, let's
You
go.
want to talk
Let's-
about the weather?
Oh, I did it.
Weather.
You did it.
I did it.
Did it.
Let me bring it back up here. So yeah, it's starting to warm up a little bit, guys. Over today and kind of beginning of the weekend, it's going to be a little warm and sunny. Today it's going to be a high of 95 and a low of 68.
Hard pass.
Tomorrow on Friday, it's going to be a high of 91, low of 67. Sunday, it'll also be sunny with a high of 90, low of 64. Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy, as they say, so it'll be a little cloudier with a high of 90, low of 63. Monday, we're probably going to get a little bit of rain, maybe, with a high of 89 and a low of 63. And then Tuesday, we're going to get some showers, possibly a little thunder, a little bit of lightning. High of 89, low of 63. That was Tuesday, high of 87, low of 63. And Wednesday, again, some showers with some lightning, thunder, high of 80, low of 61.
Yeah, so
So it's going to get a little bit of everything over this week.
yeah, I'm liking it.
Safe to say the monsoon is
Coming back.
beginning to. It's tapered off this week, but I think it's not done yet.
You know, I just love our graphics, guys.
Hey,
They're
So
beautiful.
Monday it's going to rain, and then Tuesday it's going to rain, lightning, and the sun's going to be out.
right.
We get a little bit
It's just
of little something for everybody.
Listen,
So on Monday,
we're
am I
just
not
missing
going to see
snow.
the sun? I'm not going to see the sun Monday.
Maybe
So
not.
It's gonna be
Be cloudy.
cloudy. The sun
Cloudy.
will probably be out at some point, but it's not going to be as
So is that our mostly
Clear.
cloudy
yes.
or cloudy?
It's partly cloudy.
And Tuesday is
I think it's safe to say that the sun will come out.
sun's going to come
So
up.
tomorrow. No, it'll be out tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar.
It will be out tomorrow.
It's going to be hot tomorrow.
It is going
Yeah.
to be warm.
But hey, at least we're here, not somewhere
Get some
like in a
shorts weather.
lower elevation where it's a lot hotter.
Yes.
And because I'm a crazy person, I'm gonna travel to that lower elevation just
Just to
just
experience it.
yeah.
Yeah. Just because. So,
Hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. I
We're
suppose.
we're getting our summer vacation travels out of the way
At the very last
end
moment.
of summer.
the very beginning of
literally-
the school year.
Like
for most
literally,
people.
we're
That's
returning
smart.
back from a trip hours before we have to take my daughter to her first day of high school.
Nice. Well,
So it's
that's-
gonna be fun times.
Yeah.
And you know, most people will be in school.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So that
I
should.
said my kids have already started. My son especially is knee deep in it with some.
Yeah, you sent me a math problem the other night, and I'm like, "Duh." You're like, oh, are you good with math? I'm like, I'm pretty good with math.
I did disclose that first off. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, anybody good with math? And you're like, send
I'm
it to
pretty
me.
good.
I'm pretty good.
And that went
it was just
way over my
to me. It was just symbols,
gibberish.
and I'm like, okay.
yeah,
He had to have an answer, and it included an infinity sign. Okay. Cool.
fun time.
Yeah, you know,
It's just a
'Cause
lot. I'm like, the alligator eats the bigger number.
you know, 'cause-
like I was breaking
you
it
know,
down.
honestly, they use that a lot in real life.
Yeah.
Day-to-day life, you use those.
We have to
things.
figure out infinity.
Yeah, I mean, I've used infinity in everything I do day
Right.
to day.
It makes a big difference.
Right.
Makes a huge difference.
It's just
Being
Dude,
able to know.
I'm
advanced
sorry,
calculus.
but I totally respect math. Okay, math is really cool. But if there is actually a time and place where I need to know how to do that
Right.
in my life, I'm going to have to learn it again.
right.
There's no way I'm going to retain.
Are you planning on getting into the
Right.
engineering
Or like the space race?
No,
Are you
but-
getting into the build?
No, but when I was in
Billionaire
high
space
school
race?
and in my early years in college, when
Right.
I was taking advanced math classes,
Right.
I didn't know for sure what field exactly I was going to go
Right.
into. So I took those classes, right? But looking back at that, even if I went into that field quickly, I can't even imagine going into a field like that and needing to do that high of level math. Like that would be pretty important, I would
Right.
think.
Right.
And then who's checking it? Like, are you doing that
No,
math
you're
and then
checking
someone's
it.
coming
Right.
back and going, oh, your supervisor is checking your
Right.
math? Like,
They're
"Did you
better?"
check your math. Well,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's right, but like,
Yeah, well,
this
that's
is pretty hard
like-
to do.
That's how the
Right,
first
there's
several
no
Apollo missions went.
There's no infinity symbol.
Dang it, you should have carried the 2.
There's no infinity symbol on the calculator. I'm just saying,
No,
there's
there's not.
checking it. You just got to be that good.
I don't
Isn't
even know how to
what
type
is the
that
infinity
in.
symbol? If I remember right, it's
It's a
like an
sideways
8.
8.
it's an
Sitting
8.
on its side.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, isn't that a religious thing too, or something? I don't know. You see that on cars sometimes. Are they saying infinity and beyond? Is that like a Toy Story?
That's
our brand.
okay. You're in Toy Story now.
No,
I'm not sure where you're.
Well, I mean, if someone puts it on their car, what are they saying?
The Church of Buzz Lightyear. No,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, am I the only one that's seen the infinity sign on a car, on a sticker, on a bumper sticker?
I can't think of any Oh, there's the
Well, I
cancer
mean-
awareness stuff.
Is that what
you're
you're
talking about?
I think you're thinking of cancer
different
awareness
color?
colored ribbons.
The colored
They're
ribbons.
almost looking like infinity symbols.
Yeah. All right. We'll get
We'll
into
get back
it.
to you on that. I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
picture.
Get a picture for
A
me.
new segment that we're toying with is. We'll get to that next
Right.
time.
Yeah, we'll get to that next time.
next week, and then we'll never revisit it.
Yeah, let's talk
No,
about
we
some
won't.
local
Yeah,
news.
some big news.
Big news, right?
So
Election.
people voted.
People voted. Well, not
I'm
that
just-
many people voted, to be honest with you, but people voted.
Well,
A lot of people did vote, but
No, I mean compared to the population of Prescott, no.
well, very true, very true.
I thought that was kind of sad.
Right.
But that's how every election is. Let's be
right,
honest.
Right.
But
I think
the few vote for the many.
Right.
something like 57% voter turnout, which is, I hate to say it,
How many? I don't think it was that high, was it?
yeah, registered. That's what I was reading.
Registered?
At
I
least.
thought there was only like 19
57.
19,000 votes or something. 18,000
Oh, no.
votes.
No, there was more than that.
Okay, well, I believe you.
But
Let's talk
you might
about
be
it.
thinking of the race for mayor.
Yeah.
which-
Oh, there was.
In general.
Phil Good has unseated Greg Mangarelli, and it wasn't even kind of close.
It was a landslide. Let's be real.
I mean, this is the landslide that Stevie Nicks was singing about.
This is exactly it. When
This
she
is
wrote
the
the song.
exact one. She was thinking about the 2021 Prescott mayoral race.
She like was a visionary
Yeah.
in her own day.
Oh my
So,
god.
Philosopher.
yeah, 12,587 to 7,629. Now, those numbers are not officially official.
So there's
Yet there's still some final counting going on.
it's a
for
little
the
over
day today.
20,000 votes.
But
Sorry.
at the end of the
It's
day,
not bad actually.
that's a huge victory
Right.
for
Well-
Phil Good. So that tells me that the people spoke, and they spoke loudly.
Yeah.
As with the city council race, which the two incumbents combined, because we had we had Blair and we had Lamerson that were running to keep their seats.
Keep their seats, right? They both.
And their combined votes didn't equal half of the leaders' votes.
Yeah, and so the leaders being Eric Moore and Brandon Montoya, right?
Correct.
Yeah, those both those guys will be.
And I believe there will
In
be a
office.
runoff between Jessica Hall and Grant Quezada.
Yes, because they were the
in
3 and
November.
4.
Right.
But all these candidates ran on slowing down growth.
Yeah.
That was kind of
Yeah.
a topic. So
Which is really good because it's kind of like what we were talking about last week of just responsible growth.
well, I think
and
that's
not,
just it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Not
how
going-
much you can actually slow growth legally. I mean,
Right.
you can do things legally to slow growth, but
Yeah,
there will be growth.
I
no matter what you
liked
do.
the discussion of responsible growth because,
Yeah.
I mean, we've lived here for a very long time. We've seen it grow.
Right.
I used to have to do my back to school shopping in Phoenix. There was nothing here.
Well, one thing.
So it's
There was
it's
a factory
grown.
to you.
Now we have a Chick-fil-A and a Popeyes.
Right across
Just
the street from
like
each other.
we have things.
But that's in Prescott Valley, so that's not going to be impacted. By
No,
that.
I know, but
Popeyes is getting its own.
I know
it's getting its own
Popeyes is going in
so-
Prescott, right?
Yeah, no, and that's just. I think another thing they ran on was getting these communities to work together better.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yeah, that's good. Well, a good news too is I did reach out to Phil Good's campaign manager, who was on our show last week, and invited Phil to be on the show, and they said they would love to. So we'll work
Awesome.
on getting him on, and maybe we can make that kind of a regular type thing.
That'd be really cool.
We can do a, I don't know, update
monthly-
with the mayor.
I still say, what's the good word?
Don't stop. You're.
Yeah, I'm.
It sounds good to me.
I mean, makes me feel good. And we'll
We
stop
could
there.
do. I was like, we
Just
could do
kidding.
this all
You
day.
know what? That's great though because we have
Yeah.
a mayor in Prescott.
Yeah.
Who's willing to?
Feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And come on the show and talk about plans.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
excited.
that's awesome.
Hey, anytime there's change, things will be different and stuff. And I
Yeah.
think Mayor Mangarelli did some good things for the city for sure.
Yeah.
And thank you for his service.
Yes.
That's kind of a,
And I guess he's not out of office just yet. Like,
no, there'll
it's
be
gonna-
some transition time.
Yeah, I saw a post from him this morning. I'm like, what you doing? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're still the
Oh
mayor.
yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
So
still the
it's
mayor.
not
He's still
today.
the mayor.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, but that's good. What else is
What else is
so
good?
horrible? What else is going on?
What else is good?
What else is going on?
I mean, we got school and that kind of
School.
stuff.
I mean, really, that's
the
what
Olympics have
dominate.
been interesting, right?
Have they?
They have been interesting.
Interesting from the standpoint of like the lowest viewership ever,
Right.
controversy,
There's
left
been
and
some.
right,
Skateboarding's finally an Olympic sport.
Surfing.
and trampoline.
Surfing is.
Okay.
Surfing, yeah, skateboarding. I don't know when trampoline got introduced, but it was on the other day, and
I'm gonna have to let my kid know about trampoline being an Olympic
Yeah.
sport.
but show them it
They're-
because what
yeah.
they do is pretty incredible.
No, and there's some crazy thing. I was talking about it yesterday because I was like, like we're still doing it. Like, is it still going on?
Still
Because
going on, yeah.
there's like the big events,
Yeah.
swimming, run, like
Gymnastics,
all those are like the big highlights. And I put it on yesterday, and it was like equestrian, like dancing, like just their shows, and you're like that's cool. Like, I'm happy for them that they're going to the Olympics and it's like a thing, but I'm like, it's just kind of like the different side events that you're just kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
Well, I think what's interesting, like if you look at the Winter Olympics,
right.
curling has gained a lot of popularity
Right.
over the last couple of years. When before it's just like, what are these weird people doing
Right.
with brooms and stones on a sheet of ice? And there's just cleaning. It's a cleaning sport,
Right.
because they're just
Just
cleaning the
ice. No,
But
it's
I
curling,
think,
right?
I
Yeah.
think some of these different events are.
Isn't that a winter sport though?
It is. I'm saying it was
Olympics
once
in
an
general.
Right.
obscure
Yeah.
Right.
sport that has gained popularity.
I think
Right.
people watch that because they're like, how do they do that?
Right. It's fascinating. They're
Right.
like,
What-
what are they even?
But
doing?
there's just all these different kinds of events. Like, you're like, okay, that's a thing,
yeah.
and hopefully all of it. And again, I'm very happy for them that these people that do these activities and are able to go to the Olympics and stuff. But yeah, things are being added all the time. Like skateboarding and surfing is brand new this year.
Surfing's cool,
and-
but you know what's crazy about surfing to me? And the surfing competitions in general, but especially like on an Olympic level,
Right.
is there like the consistency in a wave, right?
Right,
The force of nature,
Right.
Is not consistent, I wouldn't think. I could be completely wrong.
No, the
but
only thing
I
I
would think
can-
that
yeah.
this guy got a good wave, and he got the luck of the wave god.
of the draw,
I don't know.
yeah.
And gets his awesome ride, and he's the winner versus the guy who
Got
he's
the
got a
little
certain
wave.
amount of time to catch a wave, and
And nothing's
nothing's going on.
Right. And the only thing I could think of, and I don't know because it's like different surfing events or something. One time they're at a beach, and then I swear another time I was watching, they actually had a wave machine, which
Okay.
I would think you could control
Yeah, that'll be more consistent.
more
for sure.
consistent
Yeah,
and
so when it's out
everything.
in the
So
ocean is when I like.
yeah, so I don't really know. But then if the Olympics going forward are going to have to be in a place where there's
where
a
there's an
beach
ocean.
Or there's an
or or the
I don't know
capability.
though. I saw this thing. They were thinking about building one in Arizona. I think it literally is a pool, big pool,
Right.
and in the middle of the pool is this giant like weight thing. That's like
Yeah.
mushroomed on the bottom of it, and it like hydraulically lifts and then drops onto the water, and it creates a wave. Big
Just
enough
don't get
waves-
stuck underneath it.
Yeah, just to surf.
Right.
Kind of like a wave pool, I would imagine, but more in a much bigger.
Right.
fashion,
So it's just
so-
one of those things to like think about that okay, you're starting surfing now, it's going to have to continue to be a thing. And then I was kind of
Or
looking at
just
some,
it just won't be an event every games.
How
but
could
it
they
would
do
have
that,
to be.
though?
Yeah, you can't stop it now.
Once
It's
you
now a
put it in
thing.
the Olympics,
I think.
you mean to tell me I'm gonna go learn to surf,
To go to the
and
Olympics.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
the
but
best
you-
in the
you do
world for 4
realize that-
years, and then you're not gonna have it because
right.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Hear me out.
Like,
because I would be pissed.
The Olympics, according to Kellen.
They have been. We know where the next like
Oh yeah.
10 games are going to be held.
Right.
So if one were interested in being an Olympic surfer, for example, you could see, oh, this is going to happen in Arizona.
Yeah.
Are they planning this pool?
But I think
No.
that they would have to build a.
Yeah, they build a lot of things for the Olympics.
They do.
And then
So if an Olympic sport is
Yeah.
now going to be surfing, one of the venues they're going to have to build is a surfing.
I'm just saying that
arena.
events come and go when they're not like the main
Well, and I was reading.
draw, when they're not gymnastics, when they're not
Yeah.
the swimming,
Right.
all of those things. Those events do come and go.
Right. But I was reading up on like these arenas and stuff, like these cities that built.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, hey, we're getting the Olympic, and they build these big old
yeah.
centers.
And some of them
and they just leave them.
Yeah, then they get like abandoned.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Which is just
crazy,
fascinating to
right?
me. That I'm like, why is not
Well, another thing.
nobody like doing these abandoned
Well, right now in
Olympic?
Japan, they're doing Olympics are in Japan, and
Right.
Yeah.
there's no spectators because of COVID.
Right.
Well, that's how they make money.
Right. So
Right. Well,
It's
and
just
and
come and
through
spend money and
and through
stuff. I'm
corporate
like, oh.
sponsorships and advertising and things
Which
of
has
that
got to
nature.
be way down, huh?
Well, so many people have cut the cord, and NBC's charging. You have to pay a monthly fee if you don't just have an antenna or if you don't have cable TV at your house. You got to pay a monthly fee
right.
to watch just the Olympics. And a lot of people are like, eh.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of a backfire. I think the Olympics should be one of those things that's for everybody.
Right.
That's my
It's become a
humble
money-making
opinion.
machine.
But there's been some cool events that have happened and some cool things,
Yeah.
some warring countries. I saw,
Well, look at
two were like wrestling against each other, like these warring countries, and that one of them won and they both celebrated the other's win. And,
Right.
like some just
There's a
big
lot of cool
events.
stuff
There's a
that
lot of
goes
cool
on
stuff
with
that
the
happens with
I'm
it.
sorry, but things trip me out too. Like Russia, right? They get banned like for 2 Olympic Games because of doping or something. I can't remember what it was exactly, but I think it was doping. But you know what? We'll let all the athletes back. The athletes were the ones doping, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Maybe it was their trainers, but I think it was the athletes. That's why they got disqualified. But we'll let the other athletes come in years to come. But you got to do it under a different name.
Right.
So
So
it'll
now
be
it's
the Olympic-
now it's the ROC,
Yeah.
the Russian
Olympic Committee.
Yeah, which just tripped me out because I
Yeah.
was like, why is
Well,
this
and then
Olympic
there's-
committee able to, Yeah.
So down in the history books, right? When you look up like gold medals, there's going to be this like
ROC.
Russia Olympic Committee, and someone's going to be like, "What country is that?"
Yeah. So
That's weird to me.
What's happening this weekend, Josh?
Let's move on. Okay, so
happening
hey, let's
this
talk about
weekend?
the
Tell
events
me.
that are going on. So
There's a
here
lot.
we do. We normally put a screen up of the events that are happening, but in this week, there happens to be 30 events that we're promoting on Spotlight on Prescott. Now, that's not everything, I'm sure, but those are the events that we
It's a
can
lot.
find out there. If there's an event that's not on Spotlight on Prescott, on the events tab, you need to let us know so we can get it added. But 30 events, man, for our week.
What are some highlights? What's going on?
Oh, well, 90 Proof's playing.
Are
So,
they?
yeah, downtown Prescott at the Montezuma Tavern.
Okay.
I haven't
Fantastic.
played there in a while, guys. And to be
awesome.
honest with you, I'm just going to go back to our main shot because I will talk about events some more. But, we haven't played out there. It's a patio outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't played out there for quite a while. I think it was like in the beginning stages of COVID, like when I remember we had to people had to eat food. They couldn't stand up. They had to be eating food, and they were limited to capacity to 50 people. It was like, okay, well, we'll play.
Yeah.
Right.
We still played and
Right.
and did what we needed.
I
to
haven't
do.
played that venue since it was far from full.
Okay, right on.
So-
Yeah. So we're back there for
No, I think I
Friday.
did one gig there as Rickety Cricket.
Okay.
I've never played there, so
Yeah, it's okay. It's
happens.
it's understandable. It's totally cool. Yeah, so we're there Friday, 8 to 11. Should be a lot of fun. Come out. There's a lot going on though. There's seems like every bar venue downtown has something going on.
yeah.
There's also
That's
little
awesome,
things
though.
going on. But what I would encourage everybody to do is go to our Facebook page, Spotlight on Prescott. If you're watching this video, it's where the video's coming from. Click on the events tab, and you'll see everything that's going on. Not just this weekend, but next weekend, the weekend after. We try to keep it updated. We update it every week.
Yeah.
For our show, but like I said, sometimes there's 15 events going on, and we'll put that up on the screen for you. But this week there's so many, so you're gonna have to go to the site, and hopefully that's a continuing thing. Like hopefully we're able to tell you that every week that there's too many to put on the screen. So.
And we'll pick some of our favorites.
We'll pick some of our favorites. Obviously, when 90 Proof's playing in town, I'm a little biased, but you know, if you want it, but
it's a
Saturday
good show.
night, you know, we should probably. I don't know. I'm going to come up with a Saturday night recommendation.
Pick of the week for Saturday.
Josh's Saturday night pick.
Okay.
After we get done with our market report, Kellen, you want to tell us about the market?
Let's do it, because it's the same, but it's different. You know, we're still seeing an increase in total listings week over week, which is great for the health of our overall market. Still, if you are looking to sell a house, it's a great time to do it. But we've got 577 total listings on the market right now, which is, again, up from last week. We had 105 new homes hit the market this week, the lowest being 109,000. As usual, when you're seeing homes in that price range, there's a land lease involved. This one's not as high as some of the other ones. It's only $350 per month.
Right.
Versus, you know, over 900.
But still needs to be factored in.
But it's still something that you want to factor in. It can only be purchased with cash. The highest listing was up at $1.25 million. Absolutely beautiful house. I mean, it's got everything.
Nice.
Over in Legend Hills, just a really spectacular home, killer views. We had 114 homes go under contract over the last week. So we're still seeing, you know, a lot of activity on that side. Our median home sale price for the month of July was sitting at $425,000. And a factor that we don't talk about too often in this report is the absorption rate. What that means is, how long can we go without listing any new homes before there is no homes left to buy? And right now we're sitting at 1.75 months. So about 7 weeks worth of inventory given current market trends. So that's a high-level overview. If you have questions about the market, give any one of us a call. We're happy to answer any questions. And if you want to get some, you know, want to know what the value of your home is, let us know. We might surprise you.
Yeah.
So
usually houses are worth what people want to sell them for now. So that's kind of.
In a lot of ways.
Some ways.
So thank you, Kellen. And it's a good thing houses are coming on the market so we don't run out of houses. Seems like we're getting a little bit better with that.
We're trending in the right direction right now.
So that's good news.
Yeah.
Cool,
I did come up with my Saturday night pick, if you guys
Okay.
Other than your band?
We're playing Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying.
Yeah.
Saturday night, not Friday. Friday night
I'm
you
with
have
you
to
then.
be at
Every
Montezuma Tavern.
Friday night,
Yeah.
go to a 90 proof show. Saturday night,
No.
Go somewhere
We usually play Saturdays, Kellen. Come on. This Friday, let's just be clear. This Friday, come to 90 Proof, Montezuma Tavern. Saturday night, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to plug Funk Frequency. Cool band. They've been around a long time.
Okay.
Get your funk on at the Funk Frequency at Jersey Lily Saloon downtown, 8 o'clock.
Very nice.
Cool guys. Know those guys. But there's a lot of cool stuff happening. So check out our site. Maybe bounce around a little bit. Check out a few different bands. Make sure you tip the bands, tip the bartenders if you're drinking. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. So that's what's going on with your Saturday night.
Very
so,
cool.
We got a history piece today.
We do.
Oh, let's
it's
go
kind
with
of a multi-part, but given the mayor race,
Okay.
I decided to kind of look up some things. And have you guys heard of Lucien Bonaparte Jewell, or
Ooh.
LB Jewell?
I am not the
He
original
is
LBJ.
LB Jewell was the first mayor of Prescott.
Okay.
Well,
And he came here in, let me read this, make sure. So he went into the Civil War in the 1860s and never really fought because he was a musician.
I like him already.
So that's where I'm going with this one. So he kind of was not a good soldier. So they partnered him up with another couple other guys that weren't good soldiers, and they played music.
Is that how
That's how the Army band
came
The
in?
Army
Yeah.
tried to recruit me in for their band when I out of high school.
Yeah.
So 1864. So he wasn't in for very long because he was just band kind of player, and they stopped being useful and everything like that during battles. So 1864, he showed up to Fort Whipple, which is how he kind of came to the area. But kind of crazy enough, with his last name, what kind of business do you think he would start?
A jewelry.
He did. He started a watch repair and jewelry shop over on Goodwin, across from the courthouse, which wasn't there at the time. That's when they called it the Plaza.
Okay.
Looking at some history thing, which, yeah.
Right.
So he, at that time, started up a brass band to play downtown at the courthouse square, at the Plaza. And it became very, very popular and was the height in 1866 of the brass band era in Prescott. He started this whole thing. So he left in 1867 because of his popularity here, got to direct the LA brass band before coming back and got the bands back together. And it really, really took off. 1873, it helped him become the first mayor of Prescott. And led to, he was only mayor for a couple years and everything before he left for California and stayed there, but it started the whole movement here.
That was back when people left Arizona and went to California instead of the other way around.
Right.
Yeah,
now
that
it's this
hasn't
way.
happened in a while, right?
But it led to, so the first courthouse was built in 1878. And because of the popularity in 1880, the town built the bandstand, which is the gazebo kind of thing. That is the bandstand.
That's where they used to play.
And because they were playing every Saturday down at the courthouse square, and all events and everything, the bands became very, very popular. So
Wow.
That's awesome.
LB Jewell.
LB Jewell. First mayor of Prescott.
First mayor of Prescott.
There's your history.
And brought the brass band era to Prescott.
That's actually cool.
There you go.
Yeah. Any ties to him? Like was he one of the first military band members?
Yeah, he pretty much started it and got other people from the town and the fort and everything that could play in.
Like to the starting of.
Yes.
Wow. That's
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So he
I
started
bet
that whole
you
thing.
not many people know that.
Yeah.
But
there
now
you go.
a lot of people do. You saw
It's
it
pretty
here
cool.
first.
Several
pretty
other
cool.
people know.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
anything else for the good of the order? You do anything fun this weekend?
I'm going down to the hot place.
The hot place. You do anything fun this weekend?
Just getting the kids finished through school this weekend and probably showing houses.
Yeah, I got some houses to show, and a gig to play Friday night.
Yeah.
So
Fun times.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know you mentioned that. So you're playing Friday night?
No, I wasn't going to mention it again, but now that you brought it up, I'm just kidding. Hey, thanks guys for watching. We're the Rockstar Group. This has been Spotlight on Prescott, brought to you live by the Rockstar Group.
Yeah.
And we're live at the Prescott Gateway Mall every Thursday. If you want to come by sometime and watch the show live, you're more than welcome.
Or come by and visit us.
Come by and visit us. Check out our new home.
Yep.
And it's been fun. And until next time, have a great week.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See ya.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Spotlight on Prescott is proudly sponsored by the Rockstar Group at West USA Realty of Prescott. To find out what your home can sell for in today's market, or to start the search for your new Prescott area home, visit us at newprescotthomes.com. Have an awesome weekend, and be sure to tune in every Thursday morning for Spotlight on Prescott.